Spydahs Web, and it's Q&A time again. And up to about half an hour ago with no questions, but Steve and Hill came to the rescue with 3 for us today. I've not read them yet. I just noticed they were there. I've just printed them off, set the camera up and my phone to record the audio. So let's get on with it, shall we? As usual, I'm going to be reading the questions verbatim. So, question number 1. I often hear you saying that you enjoy the shared companionship of the hobby, i.e. like playing with friends at your local club, etc. But I also notice you also like playing games you can play solo. What are your thoughts on Arkham Horror by Fantasy Flight Games, both as a solo game and as a game you can enjoy with friends? I've heard it said that Arkham Horror is probably one of the top 5 best ever solo games you can play, and wonder if you agree with this assessment. To me, Arkham Horror feels more like a lifestyle game, like Advanced Squad Leader, Descent Journeys in the Dark or Battle Law, especially when you start factoring in the sheer number of expansions you can collect for this game system. I'd be really interested for an in-depth take on your opinions of this game. The in-depth take on my opinions of this game is I have played it once, I have enjoyed it. Sorry, I've no idea. It was sometime like beginning of last year I think I played it. I remember enjoying it, but I've not played it on my own. I played it with a group of people. As I say, only once, so I don't really have, I'm afraid, much to put out on this subject. In fact, I don't think I can really make any comment at all. It's a good game. I enjoyed, as I say, I enjoyed playing it, but that's as far as it goes. I've played, what was the next one they did? Was it Eldritch Horror? I've played that 2 or 3 times. That's okay. That's a good game, but it's not. I don't think it's one I'd play solo. Seems a little bit too much bookkeeping. I'd get myself lost, I think, with some of these games. But yeah, I'm sorry. I might disappoint you on this one, but I really can't give it any more information than that about it. You know, it was a one-time play so far. I'd love to play it again. I really would love to play it again, just to find out whether I would enjoy it as much, or what, I don't know. But my experience with Arkham Horror is elder-son, I'm afraid. And yes, that is a brilliant game to play either on your own or with others. It's a fun game, but as I say, it's not Arkham Horror, but it's Arkham Horror like. So I'm sorry, I can't really say anything more than that. Question number 2 from Stephen Hill. In fact, this one comes from Hillary. That's the Hill part of Steve and Hill. Stephen and Hillary, it is. And it's as a keen terrain maker and always wanting to learn new tips, she asks, how would you go about making solid, i.e. quite tough and durable modern road sections like pavements? Would you employ a similar technique I used to make the dungeon tiles for Castle Ravenloft? I would not use that way of doing paving slabs at all. It really does weaken the foam core. I've thrown all my terrain pieces out. Seriously, they got damaged. We were coating them with PVA. They were coming apart and breaking off and snapping very easily. If it's something that you're going to put down and leave down, then I don't see a reason why you shouldn't use it. So if it's something that's going to be permanently secure, if it's something you're going to be taking up and moving about and whatever, then I wouldn't use that. I'd probably use some thin styrofoam type stuff, and just use like a pen nib to mark out your edges of your paving slabs. But I certainly wouldn't use foam core if it's something that you're going to be moving about. As I say, I've had mine in a box together, even not using it, and they've just been there. They've snapped and whatever, so it's not worth using that for anything that's going to be transportable. So yeah, if it's going to be glued down and secure and it's just one, what's the word I'm looking for? If it's going to be a set piece, then yeah, just make sure it's liberally applied with, liberally covered with PVA first of all, to try and strengthen it and make sure it doesn't snap or break off, peel or whatever. But it's I don't really like the use of the foam core for what I was doing. If it comes to it, what was it? I suppose getting some plaster and would be a good idea. Getting some plaster, just putting it out on like a baking sheet, letting it go off, and then breaking it, and then gluing it down. Make that crazy paving kind of effect. That might be an idea for you. If you wanted something set, then if you want something really strong and something that you can just sit down and do, then I'm assuming there'll be moulds of some description that you could use, Hurst's moulds and that kind of thing. But that's the expensive way, I think, of going around doing things. The other option is thick card, cut into your sizes that you want, individual sizes, glued down and then covered over with plaster. It's an option, time consuming option, but it's an option. That's about it really. That's all I can think of. I'm not, as you may seem to think, a terrain maker. The only terrain I've really made is those dungeon tiles, which I've messed up. So that's some advice. If you want better advice on that, the person to go to is someone like Mel Boss, the terrain tutor. But Beasts of War had on one of the backstage, not on a backstage, it is for backstages, but it's the Hobby Lab. They did a video showing how they made a city terrain using the floor tiles, the adhesive back floor tiles, using those and cutting them into the strips. Another option. But that's hopefully that's helped matters and give you some options anyway, if nothing else. Right, she also asks, how do you make that effect like tufts of grass sticking up out of the bases of your miniatures? I absolutely love that effect, but don't know how best to go about trying it for myself. Well, it's called static grass. Games Workshop sell it. You can get it from, I think I'm paying to do it as well. A lot of places will do static grass. It's different to flock. Flock is just like sawdust. Static grass is little fibres that will stand up using a static charge. There are applicators you can buy. There are applicators you can make yourself. I don't use any of them. All I do is just stand it into a pot of the stuff, and then once it's covered, I turn it upside down and just flip the top of the base. I have done some. I have shown it in a few of my videos, but stay tuned and I will show you in another video of how I do it. But hopefully that will help. I'll try and get that one up very, very soon. But I'll have a look round and see which ones I've done it on, and I'll put a link at the bottom or in the top corner when I can find it. And I'm just getting the dog sprawled all over me now, so there you go. Yeah. No show without punch. So yeah, I'll add some videos to show you, but I'll do another video just to make sure that you've seen it, and I'll let you know when that one's put up. Okay, question number 4. What would be your top 3 all-time favourite films? And why? Number 3, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just silliness. Pure silliness. Yeah, I just love it. It's just, yeah, just pure unadulterated silliness from start to finish. Nothing else I can really say about it, really. Film number 2 would be Watership Down. Yes, Watership Down, cartoon rabbits. I just think it's a lovely piece of animation. It's a lovely story, and being an old Simon and Garfunkel fan, just like the song as well. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I think it was, if I remember, the last movie I went to with one of my aunties. I dragged her along and she wasn't really too keen on going, but she really enjoyed it as well when we went seeing it. So I've got the book, I've got the audio book, I've got the DVD. I've got the DVD, I've got the book, I've had the cast. Yes, it's one of those situations. I just love the movie, I think it's awesome. And my favourite film of all time, I think I must have said it before on here, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think it's just a stunning piece of movie making. It just shows how, even at that time, how to make a movie. The grace and elegance in some of the space shots or space scenes, the fact that it's just silence and you can just hear, all you can hear is the music, and there's no roaring engines and laser battles. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of cinematography, and well, the music helps as well. It's such an iconic movie, and I don't know if there's anything else I can really say about it. It's just stunning. I wasn't too keen on the sequel. It was okay, but I wish they'd have done the other or made movies of the other books. It would have been nice, but for some strange reason it just stopped at 2010. Oh well. But it's just, yeah, I really do love that movie. I don't watch it very often, but when I do watch it, I just totally immerse myself in it, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. So that's the question and answer session over with for this week. I have started videos of painting the Dark Elves that I did an unboxing for earlier on this week, I think it was, and hopefully they will be finished quite soon. I've not been able to do much of it because I've just been in sort of like I've had one of those weeks where I've not been able to do much, so unfortunately I've not been able to do as much as I wanted to do, but we'll see. I've made a start, they're put together, and I've started painting. So the first video should be going up very soon. I have an unboxing video I need to do after this, and I think I better go and get on with stuff. So from me and from Laddie, thanks to Steve and Hilary for sending in the questions. I'm glad someone's taken notice that there's a question and answer session on a Friday afternoon. Don't forget, if you've any questions at all you'd like to ask, it doesn't have to be about painting, it doesn't have to be about gaming, it can be about anything at all. Ask, and if I can answer it, I will do. Okay, so until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye.